now we are in front of STM Defence and with Mr. Özgür Güleryüz. He has been in position for 14 months. Mr. Güleryüz, you came to here on the general manager position 14 months ago. What did you change? What is your mission and vision in STM?
Well, actually, I am new as a general manager, but I am not very new in STM. I have been in STM since 2007. So and I have worked in every stage actually. Started as an engineer, then became a project manager, line manager for system engineering, quality manager, and then now I am here as the general manager. STM has its own culture, like all other countries. It's a governmental company, but very flexible and very solution-oriented company. So in that sense, actually, there are not too many critical things to change in STM. But for sure, with small modifications, we would like to grow, and especially on the sense of exports, we want to improve ourselves. STM has been making exports to many countries in many different areas for quite a long time. But our aim is to focus much more on exports from now on.
So you say you are doing some fine tunings rather than radical changes.
Yes, for sure.
You mentioned your exports. What are your export visions and targeted areas, your targeted products, if they are not strategically not important, if you may say it?
Well, as you can see from our stand, also from our booth, naval programs and our tactical mini UAV systems are the ones who have the highest export potential. That's why we are presenting them in IDEF here now on the first stage. So, STM is working on many different areas like cybersecurity, command and control systems, consultancy, and so. But we believe that the potential of naval programs and for sure the tactical UAV systems is higher on the sense of export. That's why we have placed them in the first place in our booth.
When we talk about the tactical mini UAV systems, there are some misunderstandings about the cargo systems that you are producing. That they may autonomously attack targets. How would you define what is the reality?
Well, I have tried to explain this before already. Actually, on the contrary, Kargu is maybe the safest system to use in such a sense, because you have the remote control in your hands in the soldiers. First of all, I should mention that there's a man in the loop for sure. So without the soldier using it, pressing the button of hit, it's not possible for Kargu to do anything. The autonomy is basically used for navigation because you can plan the mission beforehand. If you plan the mission to define the waypoints that the drone should go, then you don't have to do anything. It just follows the mission path, so that autonomously. And the idea of Kargu is to see your enemy, your targets, from quite very high point, and then with the help of image processing, you have the chance to see if it's the real target, the real enemy, and so. So in that sense, on the contrary to the explanations or the gossips they have made about Kargu, it's the opposite, because you are well aware of your enemy, you are sure that it's your enemy and you should attack it, and then with the decision of the soldier that's using it, only after that you can attack.
So the final decision belongs to human?
Yes, for sure. The reverse is not acceptable, for sure.
There were also President of Defense Industries President, Mr. Demir, said that we have the capability to do that, but we won't.
Yes, for sure. Well, we are developing all the systems for Turkish Army, and everybody knows that Turkish Army is very sensitive about civilian casualties or giving harm to civilians, and so. So the usage of these systems is being defined very carefully, so that there's always a human that makes the decision, and until the last second you can cancel the mission if something changes also. So we are making the designs according to that. For sure, we have the capability to use very much more autonomous systems and give some other ideas also, but the idea of the Kargu is the opposite of what they are trying to put.
So we could do it, but we don't do it.
Yes.
The result is.
Yes, for sure.
And when we talk about STM, there are also the naval products, but there are other companies that have the similar products or similar missions. So Does the mission of STM change towards naval platforms for export markets to tactical mini UAV systems, or do you have similar mission?
But we keep our similar mission. STM is the biggest engineering company in naval programs also. But basically, we are an engineering company. We're always mentioning it. We don't have our own shipyard. We don't have very big production facilities for UAV systems also. We have quite a high experience since the starting of Milgem. We have taken very active roles, and in the fifth ship, the Istanbul, we are the main contractor again. And we are doing business in submarine modernization, submarine design areas also. So we will continue our mission in those areas. So nothing has changed. And there's a huge market outside Turkey. There is huge potential for Turkish naval industry to make exports also. So we are always open to collaboration with other companies. We always say that if we want to grow, but we want to grow with ecosystem. So we are always open with making business with other companies also. So this is our motivation. Nothing has changed in that sense for us.
So when we talk about STM's export targets, maybe you may not be volunteering to say the name the countries, but can you name some regions that you are focusing more?
Well, for the Turkish defense industry, the regions are actually quite well known because we cannot sell to all countries. We are mainly focusing on the friendly nations and allied nations, and the countries that has not enough industry to build their own systems also are the potential targets. As you know, the Southeast Asia is a big market for us, and we are trying to focus on Africa if it's possible and so. And actually, anywhere in the world, including South America also, is in our target.
Do you say this for the naval platforms or both the mini-tactical UAV systems and naval platforms?
Both systems actually. Both in naval programs, but if they don't have a sea, even if they have a river also, we have, for example, worked some projects for river boats and so even. As I said, we are an engineering company. The main idea of STM is so that we are doing engineering business. So according to the customer's need, we can design anything, especially in the naval platforms.
Mr. Güleryüz, thank you very much for sharing your time with us.
Thank you. I thank you.